A busy night for state lawmakers. They are back in Tallahassee for a special session. 4 bills are up for discussion between the House and the Senate, all centering around the fight against vaccine mandates. 10 Tampa Bay's Shannon Clough is here with us. She's been listening to lawmakers all evening. And Shannon, there are a few takeaways from day one already.
Yeah, as you can imagine, Ryan, a lot was talked about today, and they were discussing different bills, which were favorited by our Republican states leaders, and we did see a lot of backlash from Democratic representatives. So state leaders in several committees from the House and the Senate talked about each bill today and into the night. The bills were up for discussion included these 4 bills. The first is the COVID-19 mandates. This bill required the Department of Health to create a COVID-19 exemption form for employees. It also means state agencies, local governments, and public schools cannot have a vaccine mandate. Another bill the Senate favored was the vaccination policies and practices. So what this would do is it would allow the Attorney General to launch investigations into businesses that require vaccines. If violated, the state can fine those businesses, but what's interesting about this is it's not going to become public records, so the companies that are under investigation you may not know about. And then there were discussions and debates over the Florida Occupational Safety and Health state plan. So what this means is Florida would develop their own state plan separating from OSHA, and they would have their own state policies. This one saw opposition in the House, with Democratic representatives saying ultimately this needs to be approved by the Biden administration. They don't believe that's going to happen, so they say this is a waste of taxpayer dollars and their time.
LOL. This is not a serious proposal. The proposal's not going anywhere. That's why it's a plan for a plan.
The federal mandate has caused us to reevaluate our need for a state plan. And because of that, we're working together on solutions.
Lastly, we have the vaccinations during public health emergencies. This bill would strip the authority from the state surgeon general to implement vaccine mandates during a public health emergency. Those opposing the bill say the issue is for political gain, while those who are supporting this say that it's necessary to prevent government overreach by a state official who isn't elected. The Senate finding all 4 bills favorable, and the discussions will continue tomorrow. All of this wraps up Friday at noon.
Again, lawmakers will be back at it again tomorrow. We will have continuing coverage of their progress. You can find that on our free 10 Tampa Bay app, as well as 10tampabay.com.